something that I noticed this time that I don't think I thought about before, and maybe it's just because I knew we were doing this. I went in kind of with an idea about wanting to take the movie apart a little bit or take the characters apart a little bit, but I was really just trying to notice the differences between a character like Meryl Streep, who everybody adored and who was, pretty much everybody. It was kind of a foregone conclusion that she was going to move on.
Yes.
So what is it about her that's different from Daniel, who it's kind of a foregone conclusion that he is not moving on? And the biggest thing that I noticed was that they just had really different approaches to things. Like Julia really never questioned what people thought about her choices and her decisions, whereas Daniel, every single thing was, is that okay? Is that normal? Am I normal? I mean, he was just so concerned about being normal, being acceptable. And Julia really was actually the opposite. She was kind of, it's something you had mentioned before, Eileen, like glorifying in the difference, that she could live in Judgment City. It was a new experience for her and she was so open to it. Whereas Daniel was just really conscious of trying to fit in and be normal at all times.
Julia was very comfortable in her own skin. She just, it was easy for her. Even though at one point she said to Daniel, she says, I really don't have it all together. But she certainly gave the appearance that she did, whether she did or not. To me, she did. But, she, situations were easier for her to handle. She didn't question what she did or who she was, and Daniel did.
Yeah.
He was like a little insecure and questioned everything, like, oh, am I doing this right? Is this, right?
Yeah,
and
he was always afraid of being judged.
Yeah, he was.
Judgment City for him is definitely a place to be judged, not just by the judges, but by every single entity who existed there. And Julia, I don't really think she had everything all together, but I think that the difference between her and Daniel is that even though she didn't have it all together, she was going to keep pushing ahead anyway and live everything to the fullest. Whereas Daniel was terrified that somebody was going to realize that he didn't have everything together. She really accepted the idea that she's not perfect and that she, does have more to learn and more to discover and more flaws to uncover and things like this, that she could work on. Whereas he just is so scared of being judged by it. So that was just something that was floating in my head. Even as something to take almost as like a lesson back to my own life.
Yeah.